Welcome to the Square Peg Group-Troupe production of A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare.
Good midsummer day all. The sun is retiring, and twilight will soon wake. 'Tis time when fairies weave their spells, and love perfumes the air. 'Tis a time for mischief and mirth, a time for pluck. That's me! And hither I come on, but not in confidence of author's pen or actor's voice, but to warn you, fair beholders, there is love afoot. Some will fall in love, and others out of love. There will be fights, there will be tears, there will be laughter, hopefully. So hold on to your hearts, dear ones, for here in Athens, Cupid is armed.
Act 1, Scene 1. Here enters a royal-looking group of folks. Theseus, Duke of Athens, so dapper. His fair fiancée, Hippolyta, Queen of the Amazon, how chic. And the guests, Hermia, a lovely young woman, and Aegeus, her father, Lysander, a strapping youth, Helena, what a beauty, and Demetrius, so tall, so wealthy, all gathered as guests for the wedding of the century.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desire.
Oh, Theseus, 4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow now bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Nay, Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love, doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, with revelling.
Happy be, Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. My noble lord, this man, stand forth, Demetrius, hath my consent to marry her. Yet my gracious duke, this man, stand forth, Lysander, hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Be it so, she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, to whom you are but as a form in wax, and within his power to leave the figure, or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
Well, so is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I made bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know what worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and, Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love. And what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius has won the soul of Helena, and she, sweet, fair lady, devotedly dotes upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it.
Ah, but Demetrius come. And come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, Hermia, look to arm yourself, to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta.
Theseus, Hippolyta, Aegeus, and Demetrius exit.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? Thou chance the roses there do fade so fast.
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh cross, oh spite, oh love.
Hear me, sweet Hermia. I have a widow aunt. She hath no child. She respects me as her only son. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league outside the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by all the vows that ever men have broke, and number more than ever woman spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Helena, adieu.
Lysander exit. Godspeed. Oh, whither I away, fair Helena?
Call you me fair? That's fair again, unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart. The more I love, the more he hateth me.
Take comfort, sweet Helena. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Then
will Demetrius find your eyes lodestars, and therein catch his eyes with yours.
As you
on him, Demetrius then will dote on you. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius.
Hermia exits. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Helena exits.
And now a word from our sponsors. Cream of asparagus soup, liver loaf, raspberry whip cake, all staples of every American household, and all dangers to your wardrobe. Have you ever had a spot so stubborn from Salisbury steak spills you've had to turn your favorite blouse into dusting rags? Contemplated going back to the days of beating your laundry on a rock when your fella comes home with rings around the collar? Shouted, "Out, damned spot!" when little mixed up comes home with brass stains on his uniform again? It'll take more than the milk of human kindness to get those stains out. We say what's done is not done. Try Lady Macbeth's washing powder. Guaranteed to get the job done the first time. Lady Macbeth's washing powder is a marvel of the modern age. Sweet, clean-smelling, and fast-acting. You'll never be a sorry sight when you've used Lady Macbeth's washing powder.
Act 1, Scene 2. Elsewhere in the city of Athens. Enter a motley crew. Quince, carpenter who fancies himself a theatrical. Bottom, a weaver, an actor type. And Flute, a bellows mender, and nice little soprano.
I, Quince, ask, is all our company here?
I, Nick Bottom, respond, you are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
What ho? A group of players? A play toward? I'll be an auditor, and an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on. Then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Marry! Our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
ready? Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus,
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
a lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move stones. I will condole in some measure. Now name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Oh, nay, faith. Let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
If I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe! Ah, Pyramus, my lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
That's all one. Flute, you are set as Thisbe, and Bottom, you are Pyramus singly. I, Peter Quince, must play Thisbe's father and Pyramus's father. Snug, Snug the joiner. Where's Snug?
I, Robin Goodfellow Puck, shall play this part. Oh, I see cause. Here, Peter Quince.
You, the lion's part. I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Roar!
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's part good to hear me. And I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And should you do it too terribly, you would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
You can play no part but Pyramus. Now, masters, here are parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. There we will rehearse.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
The players exit.
Yea, I suspect there will be pain involved in their performance. And now a commercial break. The decorations are in place, the china is set, and company is on their way. Every holiday you set out a beautiful spread of delicious dishes in anticipation of a hungry crowd. Turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, of course, gravy. But you need to keep that gravy, the king of side dishes, hot, right up to the moment it's served. So you put it, gorgeous gravy, back on the stove to heat, and step away for just a moment when it happens. Double, double, over, boil, and trouble. Your gravy is scorched, meal ruined, and holiday canceled. But nevermore, not with Hecate's double boiler, constructed of smooth, shiny Pittsburgh steel. Hecate's double boiler is temperature controlled, lightweight for travel, and 3 times less expensive than anything sold by Dunham Hill. Use it for tempering chocolate or boiling up a batch of frog legs and everything in between. Your fire may burn, but this cauldron never over bubbles. Hecate's double boiler.
Act 2, Scene 1, somewhere in the woods near Athens. And to Puck, and a duo of fairies from the court of the Fairy Queen.
How now, spirits? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar.
Over park, over pale, through flood, through fire.
We do wander everywhere.
We serve the Fairy Queen, who come here, anon.
The Fairy King doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the Queen not come within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wroth with Queen Titania. He makes a seasoned altar, gory-headed frost, fall in the first lap of the crimson rose, the spring, the summer, the childing autumn. Angry winter changes their wonted liveries.
Our ladies' wrath plenty fierce be too. The green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, and crows are fatted with myrrh and flock.
Aye, this same progeny of evils comes from their quarrels.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin, Goodfellow, Puck. Are you not she?
Thou speakest of right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. But make room, fairies, here comes Oberon.
And here our mistress, would that you were gone. And to Oberon, king of the fairies, and to Titania, queen of the fairies.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am I not their lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, forsooth versing love. The bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress, and your warrior love, Hippolyta, to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
Set your heart at rest. Fairies away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Titania and her fairies exit.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest a certain little western flower, purple, with the wounds of love? Fetch me that flower. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids lain will make man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature it sees.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing, when she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
Demetrius and Helena enter.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and sweet Hermia? The one I will slay, the other slayeth me. Get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you kind? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more.
I'll run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
Oh, the wildest hath not such a heart as you.
Demetrius exits.
Oh, fie, Demetrius.
Helena exits.
Fare thee well, woman. Before he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love.
Puck re-enters.
Hast thou the flower?
Aye, there it is.
Huh, I know a bank where my queen Titania sleeps, lulled in flowers with dances and delight. With the juice of this I'll streak her eyes. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet, fair Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes. But do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Puck and Oberon exit separately. Act 2, Scene 2. Elsewhere in the forest. Enter Titania with her fairy court.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. Sing me asleep, send to your offices, and let me rest.
La 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 la, sing in our sweet lullaby. La la la, la la lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm, nor spell, nor charm. Come, our lovely lady die. Sing in our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. So good night with lullaby.
Hence, away. Now all is well.
The fairies exit. Oberon enters stealthily.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it owl or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Oberon exits. Meanwhile, Lysander and Hermia enter.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and, to speak the truth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out to bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off in humane modesty, for love and courtesy. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and maid.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
Puck enters.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. I cannot see for the night. But who lies here? Clothes of Athens he doth wear, and here seeming a despised maid. Here upon thy tormentor's eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. So await when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Puck exits. Demetrius and Helena enter.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay, on thy peril. I alone will go.
Demetrius runs away.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he loves your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes I will her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn?
Reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love's stories written in love's richest book, and all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. I thought you lord of more true gentleness.
She saw not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near.
Lysander chases after Helena.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Me, for pity, what dream was here? Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Lysander, what? Removed? Gone? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Hermia runs off into the forest.
And now, a commercial break. For man-sized pleasure, Falstaff's beer.
Act 3, Scene 1, the same area of the woods where the fairy queen sleeps. Puck enters.
Oberon, not yet here.
Are we all here, Matt?
I hear a noise. I shall shield myself from wary eyes.
Those same rustic clowns enter, quince, flute, and bottom.
Are we all met?
All but one, Peter Quince. The lion?
Spite! We will do it in action as we will stage before the Duke. I shall overtake the part of lion.
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, but rather tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. That will put them all out of fear.
What hempen homespuns we have swaggering here so near the cradle of the fairy queen. There's mischief to be had here.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
To bring in a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odors! Odors!
Odors savors sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, voice!
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, must you.
A stranger play than e'er played here. And now a bit of merriment to liven this dull hour.
Most radiant Pyramus, most beauteous you. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninny's tomb, man!
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I place on thee? An ass's head.
Monstrous, oh strange! What do I see on thee, Bottom?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated. We are haunted! Pray, masters, fly! Masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you bout around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire, and neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and burn, like horse, hog, hound, bear, fire at every turn.
Flute and Peter Quinn's exit followed by Puck.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass out of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear I am not afraid. The ostle cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his notes so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain-song cuckoo grey, whose note so many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, though he cry cuckoo never so? Hee-haw!
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Hee-haw! Hee-haw! Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness, so thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Fairies?
Ready?
And I.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them as the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love to bed, and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail, mortal.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity.
Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
The fairies, Bottom and Queen Titania all exit.
Time for a commercial break. A rose by any other name may smell as sweet, but a pie from any place other than Titus Andronicus's pie shop sure won't. Home to pies both sweet and savory, Titus Andronicus's boasts over 15 kinds of pie, including the world-famous Death Sky pie. It's mead for mead here. Now that's good eating.
Act 3, Scene 2. Enter Oberon and Puck in the same part of the forest.
I wonder if Titania be awakened. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity.
My mistress with a monster is in love. A crew of passions, rude mechanicals were met together to rehearse a play. The shallowest fiction of that barren lot, an ass with no life fixer on his head. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
Good this falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenians' eyes with love juice, as I did bid thee do?
That is fittest too.
Demetrius and Hermia enter.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why, you rebuke him that loves you so.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? Huh? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Hast thou slain him, then?
I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so.
Hermia exits furiously.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while, I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight.
The night was black before the moon made her pilgrimage across the sky.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens, look, thou find. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go.
Puck exits in a hurry.
Flower of this purple dye, sink an apple of his eye. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg her for remedy.
Puck re-enters.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we see their fond pageantry? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Lysander and Helena enter.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn?
You do advance your cunning more and more. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me, put in two scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Demetrius awakens.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe in show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. Oh, let me kiss with this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you're all bent to set against me for your merriment. You are both rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Lysander. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know, I know.
Demetrius, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, or that love is gone.
Hermia enters.
Why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press go? Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know that hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision?
I scorn you not, it seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love Demetrius to call me goddess divine and rare? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates?
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
cannot entreat, I can compel.
Helen, I love thee. By my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Lysander, where to tends all this? Why are you grown so rude? What changes this, sweet love?
Away, you! Out, loathed medicine! Oh, hated potion! Get thee hence!
Hated potion? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I your Hermia? Are you not my Lysander?
Nay, Helena's Lysander. I never desire to see thee more.
Oh, me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you. Puppet? Why so, eh? That way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole, speak? How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes. Oh, I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Oh, let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her. Lower? Hark, again. Oh, good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that in love unto Demetrius I told him of yourself into this wood. He followed you. For love I followed him, but he hath chid me hence, and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so will you let me quiet go to Athens, I will bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am. Why get you gone? Who is't that hinders you? A foolish heart that I leave here behind. What? With Lysander? With Demetrius.
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce. Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, dwarf! Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
Lysander and Demetrius exit. You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back. I will not trust you, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away. Helena exits. I am amazed, and know not what to say. Hermia exits.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight? This is thy negligence. Still thou makest, or else committest thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes, and so far am I glad it did so sort, as this their jangling I esteem a sword.
Crush this herb into Lysander's eye, to take from thence all error of his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end.
My fairy lord, this shall be done with haste.
Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen, and will her charmed eye release. From monsters you and all things shall be peace.
Oberon exits.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town, goblin lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Lysander enters.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
'Tis dark, but I will be with thee straight. Where art thou?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
Well, when I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I in dark, uneven way, and here will rest me.
Lysander lies down.
Now for the other.
Demetrius enters.
Lysander, I heard thou squalling. Speak again. Art thou fled? Thou run away, thou coward?
Thou art coward. Come hither. I am here. Ho, 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 coward. Why comest not?
Hide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither. I am here.
Nay, then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed, and by day's approach look to be visited.
Demetrius lies down. Meanwhile, Helena enters.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Oh, steal me a while from mine own company.
She lies down.
Yet but three? Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four.
Hermia enters.
Never so weary, never so in woe. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desire.
She lies down.
On the ground, asleep and sound, I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. Naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Puck exits.
And now a word from our sponsors. We've all been there.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
Would my horse have the speed of your tongue?
On these hot days does the mad blood stir. What's a husband and wife to do? Try some R&R at Theseus and Benedict's B&B. Serving up stacks of flapjacks every morning and buckets of good home cooking every night. Planning a weekend away is just the ticket to make you the hero of your marriage.
So get lost.
With us!
At Beatrice and Benedict's bed and breakfast. That's much ado about something.
Act 4, Scene 1. The same area of the woods. Enter Titania, Bottom, Peas Blossom, Cobweb, and Mustard Seed.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Stand me, Monsieur. I must to the barber's, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. Mustard Seed, help cavalry Peas Blossom to scratch. I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
As is your will.
Oh, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. But I pray you, let none stir me. I have an expedition of sleep come upon me. Hee-haw!
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone and be always away.
The fairies exit.
Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
They sleep. Oberon and Puck enter.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for she his hairy temples then had rounded with cornet of fresh and fragrant flower. I did upbraid her and fall out with her. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, and think no more of this nice accident, but as the fierce vexation of a dream.
Now when thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus in all jollity.
Come then, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
Titania, Oberon, and Puck exit. The players enter.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported. If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho, Peter Quince, flute, the bellows mender. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There is no man can tell what. Peter Quince, you must write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of a play before the Duke.
Bottom! Oh, most courageous day! Oh, most happy hour!
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Most dear actors, no more words. Away! We must away to prepare our sweet words for Theseus and his bride Hippolyta. Away!
The players exit.
And now a word from our sponsors. Tired of tasteless barbecue, bad potato salad? Would you rather have poisoned honey poured in your ear than face another dull dish at your family cookout? Try Hamlet's dry rub seasoning. It'll have you saying, "Great James, that's delicious." I mean, that's the rub. Hamlet's dry rub seasoning, sold everywhere there's taste buds.
Act 5, Scene 1. The same area of the woods. Enter Theseus, Aegeus, and Hippolyta.
A more beauteous midsummer morn hath not existed, as though nature herself has risen to celebrate our betroth. But soft, what nymphs are these?
This is my daughter, here asleep, and this is Lysander. This Demetrius is, this Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lady.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world?
My lady, I shall reply amazedly. half sleep, half waking. But as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how we came here.
Is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
Aye, and they would have stolen away, they would. Lysander would thereby have defeated Demetrius and me, he of his wife, and me of my consent that she should be his wife.
My good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow. The object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in this temple by and by with us, these couples shall be eternally knit.
Then away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a great feast in great solemnity.
Methinks I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and Hippolyta, and thine father. We are to be married today. That is surely no dream.
Only a dream of mine.
We are surely awake. Let us to the temple, where our dreams may become troth.
Exit all, and to Puck.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding but a dream. Gentle, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scrape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the Puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
It concludes Square Peg Group-Troupe's radio hour featuring A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. Join us again next time. Be there, be a square.
Oh, I feel